Are you thinking about living in Kansas City? Well, you've come to the right place because in this video, we will talk about everything you need to know about living in Kansas City. Hi, I'm Maura Coleman, a Kansas City real estate agent, and I have an absolute game changer for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss the great tip I have for you that will help your home buying journey. Make sure you stick around till the end. Kansas City shares two states, Kansas and Missouri. Some people think of us as a flyover state with just lots of flat and fields of wheat and cows and things like that. We have so much more to offer. Kansas City has beautiful spring and fall seasons. It gets real hot here in the summer and real cold here in the winter. And boy, do Kansas Cityans love their sports, especially football. Kansas City is a friendly place with lots of wonderful people and some pretty great stories to tell. So let's get started. Kansas City, once called Cowtown, is home to around 509,000 people, and we're spread out around 320 square miles. Folks here are a mixed bunch with the average age of around 35 years old. So we're a diverse bunch, and it's kind of just like a big community gathering. So in Kansas City, you have this cool mix of young and, well, not so young. And we're a diverse group of people, whether you're into the downtown city buzz and activities, or you're more interested in the suburbs or some wide open spaces. Kansas City has something for everybody. I've lived here my entire life. Kansas City is more than just a spot on the map. It's full of diverse, interesting people with lots of stories and experiences to share. Kansas City is a wonderful place to find jobs. We have young professionals, established families, and jobs really for pretty much anyone in between. One of the best parts about our city is the cost of living is about 5% less than the national average. This gives our residents plenty of opportunities to put more into their homes and recreation. This makes Kansas City a great place to find a comfy home without breaking the bank. You'll have much more left over for traveling as well. So if you're into living well without burning a hole in your pocket, Kansas City is a pretty great place to live. Affordable living and a great lifestyle, that's a win-win in my book. So in Kansas City, the real estate market is continuing to rise and is becoming very competitive. Between Kansas and Missouri, we have more than 240 neighborhoods, and we have a large variety of different kinds of architecture. We have modern, postmodern, traditional, mid-century, all kinds of different sorts of architecture built in the city, as well as lots of new construction. The average price of a home in Kansas City is around $230,000. That's how much on average people are paying for homes in Kansas City. However, that really depends on what neighborhood you're looking at and the style of home, whether you're in Kansas or Missouri and closer or farther from the city center. That affects the prices and the averages of homes greatly. So if you're thinking about moving here, I would definitely suggest you really start researching and checking out all the different neighborhoods that we have to offer. There's really something for everybody. Kansas City and its surrounding suburbs have some fantastic schools. One of the best school districts on the Kansas side is Blue Valley School District. It's known for its high test scores and really great college placements. There are top-notch districts on the Missouri side too. Park Hill and Lee Summit often come in very high on a lot of the charts and the test scores as well. There's lots of options on both the Kansas and Missouri side. While the Kansas City, Missouri School District has had its problems in the past, there are lots of charter schools that are just keep popping up in that district and that have some really great track records and are doing some wonderful things for students. There are also quite a few options of private schools on the Kansas City, Missouri side as well. So really, we have you covered for good education in Kansas City. Kansas Cityans love their sports ball, and you pretty much have to have been living under a rock if you haven't jumped in on the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift game taken over our city by storm. And if you haven't heard, she lives here now. Our baseball team, the Royals, is making a buzz by hopefully getting their new stadium built downtown in the next few years, which will really be an amazing addition to our city. We are super excited about the World Cup coming to Kansas City in 2026. Soccer fans are going crazy, and even, I think, kind of privately, even more exciting are the KC Current building their new stadium on the River Market area, which is the very first stadium built for an all-women's league in Kansas City, in the world. We're pretty excited. Our town loves sports, and even if you're not a sports ball fan, it's really pretty impossible not to get caught up into the fever of it. It's like a party going on every weekend all year long. So next time you visit our city, make sure you catch one of our sporting events. We really have something for everybody. Keeping an eye on safety is really important anywhere you live. Kansas City has had a rough time of it in the past couple of years. We average around 30,000 incidents a year. The thing to know about, though, is most of these are not happening around a residential area. So just being cautious and safe and keeping your eyes open around your own home, watching your neighbors, taking good care of each other goes a long way in safety. Kansas City wants to be more safe, and we're working really hard as a community to bring that to our people. Now let's talk about this crazy weather. Kansas City weather is bonkers. We can go from tornado to sunny to snowy to hot almost in the same week. Maybe not exactly, but it is crazy sometimes. So we have very, very cold winters. We've been in the sub-zero temperatures this week, and in the summer it gets super hot and very, very sticky. The good news is our spring and our fall are gorgeous. So we have all 4 seasons, and they are all very different. It is something to get used to, though, to see the weather change so fast. One thing you might hear about is that Kansas City is in the middle of Tornado Alley. We do sometimes get tornadoes in the outlying areas, but tornadoes rarely come into the city just because of the way the topography is. I have grown up here my whole life, and I honestly have never seen a tornado. I have gone into the basement quite a few times and be prepared for that, but I've never actually seen one. And that's one thing Midwesterners do during tornado warnings. And you may have seen it on TikTok, because we go outside and we look at the sky. That might not be the best idea, but as long as you're paying attention to weather warnings and the news, local news, and listening for sirens and just being safe and cautious, you should be fine with tornadoes. Kansas City has lots of great job opportunities and employment options. We have a very low unemployment rate, around 2.6 to 2.8. It means the city's doing really great, and there's lots of jobs for the folks in town to find. The city stays strong because of these job opportunities, and we're seeing more and more big and small businesses coming to our city because of all the other wonderful opportunities that Kansas City has to bring. So finding a job here and keeping a good one and or moving up to a better one is really something that we see often. And like I promised you at the beginning, here's your bonus tip. Kansas City has the best on commute time. You can live pretty much anywhere in the city and probably get to your job in a commute under 25 minutes. You can't say that in too many big cities. It's extra awesome to get to work super fast and back, because then you have plenty more time for other things. Family, going to see jazz clubs, great restaurants, getting coffee, all the great things that Kansas City has to offer, because you're not sitting in the car, sitting in traffic, sitting on a train, because things are moved pretty fast. We haven't sat in a traffic jam in our city in quite a long time. It's just not something that happens. Kansas City, Missouri is working on their light rail system, and we have a trolley car that goes from River Market all the way, and it's actually that will be going all the way to Midtown in the next, I think, probably about a year, which is really wonderful. You do need a car to get around in Kansas City, but really with that low commute time, you have plenty of time to enjoy all other things in your life. Kansas City really has a special offering with that. So there you have it. Kansas City is a big, cool community with a mix of great things to offer. Consider the weather, job opportunities, and short commute. Kansas City is a pretty great place to stay. If you'd like to learn more about Kansas City, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social media to learn more. Hit the like button if you found this video informative. Again, I'm a real estate expert in Kansas City. My name is Maura Coleman. All my information is below. Please reach out if I can help you in any way. See you in the next video.